Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things, Monday through Friday at noon. A little lunchtime fun. We are back here. This is our sixth year, Monday through Friday at noon. And when you guys are, hopefully you're watching it during your lunch hour, if you're watching it later on in the day, we're coming to you live on all these great different social media outlets. We're on the Tony Ocean Show Facebook page. We're on the Mo Carraro Facebook page. We're on the Ocean's Pit Facebook page. We're on YouTube. We're on LinkedIn. We're on X, formerly Twitter. And you're with you guys here this afternoon. We got a great show lined up for you guys. First of all, check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders out there. Thank you for all you do, the men and women out there. How about our men and women in the military? And let's not forget our veterans, most of all, for doing everything they did for our country. So, but mostly it's also dedicated to people like you who take the time and watch the show. At about 12:15, we got the man, baby. That's right. We have the senator, state senator from the 35th District, Rockford, Illinois, Dave Severson. That's right. Senator Dave Severson will be joining us. And why is he on the show? Because he is the man behind making International Cheap Trick Day in Illinois April 1st, baby. And you know the Dream Police, Mo's Dream Police, the Dream Police, will be playing a live show at the Hard Rock Casino in Rockford on April 1st. With our special tribute to Cheap Trick. It's going to be a lot of fun. He'll be joining us at about 12:15, the senator, because we don't want to keep him, he's a very busy man. So anyway, it's showtime, guys. Seventh Heaven, take us out. Let's go to work, baby. Woo! Thank you, Richie and the boys from Seventh Heaven. It's Ocean's Pit, and good afternoon, everybody. Let's get right to business, folks, with our good friends, our sponsor, Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local with a bunch of great locations. That's the JRC Ace Hardware Group, everybody. Norwich, Des Plaines, Warrenville, Evergreen Park, Fox River Grove, Mesa, Arizona, Richmond, Illinois, and coming in October, Elmwood Park, Illinois. Our good friends from JRC Ace Hardware. Now, for the whole month of March, exclusively all Carhartt clothes are 30% off. That's including gloves, socks, and hats. It's that simple, folks. How about the Scott's four-step annual program? $94.99 for 5,000 square foot bags of savings of $25, or $229.99 for a 15,000 square foot bags. That's a savings of $60. Ego lawnmowers. Save up to 150 Ego battery-powered lawnmowers and all outdoor powered equipment. You'll never have to deal with gas or engine tune-ups again. Plus, free assembly and delivery on all lawnmowers, folks. That's great deals that are happening at the JRC Ace Hardware Group. And guys, don't forget to tell them you want to grill your ace off. That's right. Grill your ace off. Get that grill ready for spring and summer for the family, folks. That's brought to you by our good friends from JRC Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Guys, big weekend. I hope you guys are having a great day. And what a way to start off. I want to thank everybody that showed up at Chicago Prime Steakhouse on Friday night. Of course, my good buddy Jeff and Carlo and Double T Jerry Jams actually did an incredible job on Friday. And it was great seeing everybody there. We do appreciate you guys for coming out. I want to thank my good friend Bonnie Bridges and Kim Peterson LeFew, great singers in the Chicagoland area, stopping by, celebrating their birthday, and my friend Yolanda too. And it was a great time on Friday night. Thank you. Now, Saturday, we made our debut at the 28 Mile Distillery in Highwood, Illinois. It was the early show from 4 to 7 with the main event band, and it was over the top sold out. I was kind of shocked myself that early from 4 to 7. But again, the Highwood Bocce Club, again, thank you, Bruce and Dave from ABT, Joey LaRusso and everybody, Cousin Tommy and the guys, and everybody that showed up. It was just great to see those wonderful people. Again, Jeff and Carlo and Debbie and Gina and everybody, thank you guys for coming out, Jerry Maselli and everybody. It was just a great show for a brand new venue. They make their own vodka, they make their own bourbon, they make their own gin, 28 Mile Distillery, and the band. A shout out to the band, Tino on keyboards, of course, Danny Raimondi on sax and percussions, Tony Toto on drums and vocals, Jumpin' Jams on DJ, etc., and of course the talented, the great Regina Karma. So it was a great show. We had a great time. Then we ended up at Bella Via restaurant right next door. I want to thank Dave from ABT. Thank you, Dave. And Anna, the owner there, and her family. And what great food. And we spent some time just talking to some great friends. It's a great Italian restaurant. You need to check it out if you're in the Highwood area. And Sunday, we ended up at Ron Onesti's Club Arcata Speakeasy, the Arcata Theater in St. Charles, Illinois, to another sold-out show. I want to thank the Ciao Italian Club for being there, of course, and Double T, Tony Toto on fire. I want to thank Nina and Helen Tenuta. Great seeing Helen. And, of course, Sal the Voice was there from The Voice, the TV show. He was there Friday and Saturday, and he also had the show on Sunday. Sal came up and seen part of my show, and then I went downstairs and seen part of his. So it was a great weekend, folks, and a lot of great fun. But the week's going to keep going. We got a busy week. Now, this Wednesday, we're going back to Rosario's in Roselle. That's a 7:30 hit with Dumba T, Tony Toto. Thursday will be at Positano's in Oak Brook with Lisa P. and Jerry Jams. Friday, back at Chicago Prime Steakhouse. And Saturday, back by one of my favorite places in Melrose Park, Taverna on Division with Double T. That's an 8 o'clock hit. So a lot of good stuff still coming up. I'm excited about that. Our prayers, again, our good friend Johnny Maggio, his wife Louise has passed away. Lucille has passed away. Johnny's head security at the Arcata Theater, and his wife passed away. The wake is going to be this Thursday at the Montclair Funeral Parlor on Belmont Avenue. That's this Thursday from 4 to 8. So I hope you guys can go over there and show your respect for Johnny and his family. Talked to him today. He's doing very good with all the love and the support. I want to thank Patrice, former Chicago Honey Bear, was there with her family, and her father just went into hospice. So our prayers go out to your father, Patrice. What a great man he was. And God bless you and your family. In Hollywood news, this is great news too. Of course, when we lost the fireman, Michael Altman, and another firefighter down, but they caught the guy who did it, and this guy been arrested a bunch of different counts, and rightfully so. Seavies Slate was his name at the age of 27 years old. So again, our prayers go out to the Altman family, and of course there was also a GoFundMe page, and always for firefighters and our first responders. Just crazy. In the Hollywood world of former Supernatural co-star Carrie Ann Fleming dies at the age of 51 years old. For all you wrestling fans, and you know I'm a big wrestling member of the Midnight Rockers, Dennis Corderay dies also at the age of 74 years old. Former FBI Director Robert Mueller also passes away at the age of 81 years old. And Mary from NTD Vacations, your Uncle George, a prayer to you and your family, folks. All right, in about another 10 minutes or so, we've got Senator Dave Severson. Of course, he's the senator of Rockford for the 35th District. And of course, he was the one to come up with International Cheap Trick Day. So hello, kiddies out there. And you know how much we love Cheap Trick. Speaking of music, which is something that makes a lot of sense. The music you hear from the ages of 13 to 17, 13 to 17, music that you were listening to, that stays with you forever. And it's still, for me, growing up, I remember the first band I loved because it was the Beatles. And I'm 63, so I got them much later, but Beatles. And then, of course, I went to the Bay City Rollers. So it was Beatles, Bay City Rollers, British Invasion music I loved. And then all of a sudden, Cheap Trick and the Raspberries, Eric Carmen and the Raspberries, my two favorite rock bands of all time, Raspberries. But Cheap Trick, Rockford wasn't far from us. And when we started the Dream Police in 1988, thinking everybody was doing tribute acts back then, Beatles, Elvis, but who was going to do it? And we didn't try to look like them or anything. We just came out and just wanted to do a tribute to their music. And so they're still the greatest rock and roll bands around. There you are, Susan the Closer. Ryan Lewis, happy birthday, my brother. Dennis in Lake Geneva, how are you doing today? Kim Peterson LaFew, hello, Mary. I hope you're doing well. Nina, we have Iowa in the house, Ohio, Santa Barbara, California. Hello, Wisconsin. Hello, Indiana. Hello, everybody watching today. Kim Peterson LaFew. Again, thank you to Bonnie for showing up on Friday. Very cool. Okay, we got some news here. Now, TSA, traveling, even if you get there 3 hours early, you don't know if you're going to get a flight. You don't know what's happening. Alderman Dick Sayed. How you doing, Alderman? How you doing, sir, from Des Plaines? Jeff Hunt, Seventh Heaven, in the house. Jeff, great seeing your family on Friday. Thank you, and great for coming out on Saturday too, buddy. I appreciate it, pal. All right, so United Airlines, a couple things, they're in the news. Big things going on with United Airlines right now. They're first airlines, according to Fox News, to start cutting flights. I know O'Hare is going to start cutting flights, especially now towards the summer season with everything that's going on over there. It's crazy. But United Airlines is trying to maybe come up with a new program. I don't know what you guys think about this program, but United Airlines just came out. It was on the news, Fox News. United Airlines at O'Hare Airport has a new service. They're going to try to bring out this new service that would pick up your luggage from your home the night before you fly, the night or day before you fly. United Airlines is trying to put this new program in. They'll come and pick up your luggage. It could be a pretty cool thing if this happens. Natalie, how are you doing? Mary, how are you doing? So could it happen? United Airlines coming up with this new program where they would come to your home and pick up your luggage the day before or the night before. Now, I don't know. They're trying to break out. I don't know any details, Susan, the closer in the house. I don't know any details of the fee and how much, but this is something that United Airlines is considering doing, and it could help big time for everything that's going on with the airports right now. My son and future son-in-law got back, and my two son-in-laws got back. They went to Las Vegas, and they had no problem coming back. But the horrible one last week when my wife was in Nashville, they had to stay an extra 2 days in Nashville. So crazy as it is. And Ryan, we're excited, man. The New York Knickerbockers, man, they're the hottest team in basketball right now. My New York Knickerbockers are looking great. I hope they take it all this year. So would it be interesting to see if United Airlines puts this through and it actually goes through? I would be excited to see that happen where they come to your home and pick up your luggage beforehand. I think it's really cool, which is they have to do something. They have to do something. All right, you guys know I'm not much of a coffee drinker, but I do drink coffee once a cup a day, decaf. And, people might use sugar. Some people drink it black. I put cream in it and no sugar. I used to use sweetener, right? But now, my wife is with Bravenly Products. And this is something called Gold. 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 You put a package like this in your coffee or in your water, with anything with sugar, it gets rid of you don't need sugar with this bag of Gold. I love it. It tastes great. Turmeric, apple cider vinegar beverage, Gold. And you put it in, and you don't even, it tastes fantastic. Basically, I don't even need the creamer. That's how good this thing is, called Gold. And if you're interested in any Bravenly products, how to get a hold of my wife, of course, Laura Ocean. So very, very cool stuff. I use it every day. Gold. It really works. It really helps me too, because the sugar is the worst thing for you. Tomorrow is Twisted Tuesday with Carol Brandolino. And of course, so yeah, it's just a great day. Now we're supposed to have my wife, Laura, and Carol Brandolino on Wednesday. So I'm keeping our fingers crossed for Ocean Split. They're supposed to be on Wednesday. We'll see what happens with that. Thursday's back with Toxic Thursday with Carol Brandolino. And Friday, our guest on the 27th of March. One of the great singers out of Chicagoland area, from the Lounge Puppets, from Straight from the Heart, and more. Peter Greco will be our guest this Friday. All right, without any further ado, we don't want to keep the governor waiting any longer. He is there in Rockford. So let's see. We're just trying to get him on here. Okay. Let's get him here, folks. So just give us a little minute here. Try to bring him on the. Okay. Hold on. Could be. Senator.
Do you have me on?
Can you hear me, sir?
Okay.
Yes, sir. Senator, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to welcome to Ocean's Pit, folks. Senator Dave Severson, of course, 35th District from Rockford, Illinois. Sir, thank you for being on the show. Number one.
Hey, Tony, great to be on.
Well, thank you, sir. Cheap Trick, Rockford's finest. Still one of the greatest rock bands in my opinion, and a lot of people that we love. You were the man behind to bringing International Cheap Trick Day, April 1st, to Illinois. First of all, I got to ask you, how long have you been a big Cheap Trick fan?
Well, actually, since high school. So I grew up in Rockford, so just about the same time. So I graduated from high school in 76. So that was just when they were getting started. So we would hear them. They hadn't hit it big yet, so we would hear them and playing in local bars, and we'd go down to Northern and hear them play. So so since then, I've kind of stayed in contact, especially with Rick, and we've been friends now for close to 50 years, and we actually have a little Swedish restaurant together in Rockford. So the Stockholm Inn, we have our Scandinavian breakfast place that we have. So we have fun with a little restaurant as well.
And obviously Cheap has done, and if you're really a big Cheap, started the Dream Police back in '88, and we never dressed down. We didn't want to do anything like that. We just wanted to do the great music. Back in '92, '93, we played a place in Rockford called Endless Nights, and out of the blue, Cheap Rick Nielsen walks in, Bunny Carlos walks in, and jumps on stage and did the whole second set with us, and it was fantastic. Through the years, John Brent has produced a couple of our stuff. We played with Pete Comita a couple of times downtown in the city of Chicago. So when we got the chance to do International Cheap Trick Day at the Hard Rock Casino, which is going to be happening April 1st, Senator, was it hard for you to put up with this? What did you have to do to get this done? Obviously, you had to reach out to Rick first, and is that how it came about?
Sure. First, we started with Rick because we wanted to reward, first of all, the fact that they played together for over 50 years. That's something that's really unheard of in music. Second, just the loyalty. They hit it big. They could live anywhere they wanted to, but they still called Illinois home. Rick still calls Rockford home, and that should be rewarded. And so I introduced the legislation creating the Cheap Trick Day. And then we had Rick come down and meet the legislators, and he did just like he always does, goes over the top, and people just had a great time with him, and they knew this was a great thing to do to help put Illinois on the map, but also thank Cheap Trick for 50 years of enjoyment and making an impact and putting Illinois on the map.
Absolutely. And of course, then the Hard Rock in Rockford, I think Mr. Nielsen, Rick's got a piece of that, I think, or is involved in that. I know a lot of his merchandise is there. I know Rick still lives in Rockford. I think Bunny might still live in Rockford too, if I'm correct. I don't know about the other musicians.
Dax still lives.
I think
Dax
Florida
is in Rockford,
or California.
well.
But oh yeah, Dax is still there. Is Miles still in Rockford too?
Off and on. He's yes, a lot, but I think he spends time in Arizona as well. So, but he and his wife are out there doing a great gig as well.
Absolutely, they have the great band themselves. Senator, do you have a favorite song or a favorite album if you had to pick one?
Oh boy, there really isn't, but obviously,
Yeah, there's a lot.
for most people, "I Want You to Want Me" is the biggest one, and when you look at, whether it's the Guardians of the Galaxy or Top Gun or the '70s show or Scrubs or any other, shows, they've so many of their songs have been played, but clearly, "I Want You to Want Me" or "Surrender," "Dream Police," those are always the big ones that people always, I think, remember them by.
Yes, and then back when and then when Tom Peterson quit in '79 or '81, left, and then John Brandt joined, another Chicago Rockford guy, and he was with them for a while. And then, of course, Pete
Right.
Comita was there for a little bit too. And then Tom comes back, and they have the big comeback record, "Lap of Luxury," and of course, "The Flame" and MTV. And then they finally got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because of the fans. That's how they got in there. And Cheap Trick is always going to go down as to be one of the greatest rock and roll bands around. How many times would you say you've seen Cheap Trick live, Senator?
Oh boy, I don't know. It's in the dozens, and even in the last 10 years, we always try to catch them at least once or twice. And I I probably shouldn't tell this one story, but it is a funny story about Rick. So we're at this concert. He's playing along with Joan Jett. So so we go backstage, and Joan is smoking a device, to get ready for the concert. I walk into Rick's dressing room, and he's sitting on the floor with his grandkids eating a McDonald's Happy Meal. I thought, that's not my image of a rock star, but that's Rick. He's a family guy, loves his grandkids, loves his kids, but that just goes down as showing a different side of Rick.
You know what? And of course, with the vodka he's got out now, and he's always out there promoting Cheap Trick and stuff that he's doing himself. Very, very approachable. Always gives time to the fans. And you know what? That's what I loved about the band. They didn't get Hollywood. They always stay to their roots. And that's, and same with Bunny. Bunny plays once a month at Mary's place there, a
Right?
place you have there, and he does his with his little band. I think John Brandt still plays with him, and Zeno, the original singer before Robin Zander joined the band. And I remember Robin used to play in Wisconsin Dells at some nightclub, so he couldn't join the band at the time he wanted him, and the whole history of Cheap Trick. And just one song. They just put out another record. I think they got 20 studio records out, all washed up was the last one, and multiple live records and best ofs. But that's fantastic stuff. Now I heard you're a vocalist. Do you sing too, Senator?
No, I think that's just a rumor. Trust me, that would cost me votes if I were to go out and sing. So I am happy to cheer on the side, but that's the limit of my gifts. I'll let you guys take care of
Well,
all
because when I
that.
first I got it, and because I first talked to Cheryl, she goes, "Yeah, he would love to do." Found out that you wouldn't. So, but it's just fantastic what they do. And how does the town of Rockford still react to Cheap Trick?
I think they still love them because, as you just mentioned, they're such personable people. It never went to their head. Rick has always been helpful to the community, talks to everybody. He's just a likable guy that it never went to his head. He's just a regular guy that has fun with people, and I think people like the fact that he's stayed in Illinois. He's accessible. He helps out, and he's just really a great guy, great role model, a great dad, a great grandpa. He's but still loves to play, and you got to give him credit. At that many years, to still love what you do, and to get to play with your children as well. He's living the dream, but So well
Yeah.
deserved because he's worked so hard all these years.
Absolutely. And some people might not know, besides Cheap Trick, also Rick plays with the Nielsen Trust, and that's with his other two kids as well. And they still do shows with that as well. But Cheap Trick has always been our favorite. And it's so great. So to do this thing was a great idea. Now, were all the members, did all the members show up when it was when you guys presented the April 1st, when it was the first day? Did they show up, or was it just Rick?
Actually, I actually made the official presentation to them at a concert at Northern Illinois University. So after we passed it, we got a copy of the resolution, and we presented it to the band at their concert at Northern Illinois at their convocation center, and so we had a great time doing it there. So we presented it to the whole band at that point.
Well, that's just fantastic. Senator, I know you're a busy man, and thank you for your time. I'm hoping that you might be able to be at the concert. It's going to happen, folks, at the Hard Rock Casino Day first. And it's funny because when Cheap Trick's first album, the black and white color, and within the second album, in color, you had the two Hollywood guys, Robin and Tom, the rock stars, and then you turned it over, and there was Rick and Bunny on their bicycles, and the other guys had the motorcycles. So April Fool's is a perfect day with Cheap Trick. It just fits perfectly. And then when he announced it, people thought it was a joke, that there's no such thing. No, it's a real concert. It's happening April 1st, Hard Rock Casino. And one more question, Senator. Is it help the town of Rockford where you have New Casino?
Oh, Hard Rock has been such a great neighbor. Besides employing about 900 people with good paying jobs, it generates significant revenue. And Hard Rock, of course, their whole philosophy is to give back. And they're just big givers. If a person hasn't been there, all the memorabilia that's there, a lot of Rick Nielsen's materials are all there. And it's like a little mini museum. So even if you're not a gambler, you want to come to the show, but you also want to come and just see all the memorabilia that's throughout the whole thing. So it's going to be a great day. We've got it's the 19th year, so we'll have a updated resolution celebrating 19 years of Cheap Trick Day. So we can present that at the concert as well. So we are looking forward to a great show on April 1st, and hope everyone's going to join you there.
I think so too. I hope so too, Senator. Thank you so much for your time, Senator, and please give our best to Rick when you see him. And like I said, Marine Police, we are in love with Cheap Trick, and they're still one of the greatest bands ever in the world. Sir, you have an incredible day, and thank you for your time. Thank you, sir.
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen, from the 35th District
Senator.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Senator Dave Severson, folks, of Senator, of course, of Rockford, Illinois, home of Cheap Trick, of Comet. You got to go down there and check it out. Some great restaurants. It's a great place to visit, Rockford, Illinois. I want to thank the Senator for that. How cool is that? How cool is that, folks? International Cheap Trick Day. You get the Senator on there. Hopefully, we're working on getting Miles there. Maybe the Senator can make a little call and get Rick Nielsen there. We're hoping to see so cool. And I just love the fact it's just great. And I think it's very important. Thank you, Jill. Craig, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, buddy. I hope you guys are doing well. Ken, can't wait for you to come out to Rockford for this epic show. Well, thank you, Ken. David, how you doing? David and Robin. It's going to happen, folks. It's going to happen Wednesday, April 1st. Hard Rock Casino, Rockford, Illinois, home of Cheap Trick, the Dream Police. Well, people might not know that I was a rocker before I became Tony Ocean in the band, the Dream Police, with Tommy Burke on drums, Mark Seeley on bass guitar, Bill Hall on guitar, on regular lead guitar, Nick the Piano Man Sahajas on guitar and piano, And Billy and the Vintage Sage is going to go on at 7. It's a free show, free admission. I think we're going to go on at 8. And we're going to give you not only the hits of Cheap Trick, but the B-sides and a lot of fun, from Surrender to If You Want My Love to Dream Police to Reach Out and Take It, and so many more great songs. It's going to be a great day, April 1st. All right, so let's get to a Chicago Music Cruise number 4. It's going to happen January 10th to January 17th. Back on the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, the stars of Sea, Orlando, Bahamas, Coco Cay, St. Martin, and St. Thomas. Call Mary at NTD Vacation, 630-688-1725, or go to chicagomusiccruise.com and put in Tony Ocean. Say you want to be on the ocean with Ocean. How cool is that? I'm still excited because, it's just, I've always, how much I love music. There's Mary putting up the link. Thank you, Mary. And Richie's working on a video for us, so that's going to be very cool too. We'll be pushing that out very soon. And Mary, again, sorry about your Uncle George. When someone passes away with family. Robert, Jan, Rose, of course, you guys, thank you for you guys on Saturday at 28 Mile. I'm just having a great day. I hope you guys are having a great day, because that's what it's about. Let's get some headlines here. Your body can hold emotional trauma, which is why some pain has no medical explanation. You ever feel like there's nothing wrong with me, but there is? And it's got to be the personal trauma that you're going through. I mean, your body can hold so much stress, everything that it's just in your head, and it can drag you down. It could just, your energy could be gone. Everything could be gone. And it's hard, and so many people, when you try to take on so much, sometimes you just got to go out and do stuff for yourself, because that's what's important, try to make yourself healthy and be happy. That's what it's about. Researchers suggest left-handed people may be more competitive than right-handed people. I don't know if that's true, but a recent study involving more than 1,100 participants found that people who are strongly left-handed tend to score higher on measures of on competition and hyper competitives, meaning a stronger drive to win, to outperform others. So, are you left-handed or right-handed? Let's see if that stuff actually works. I don't know, but who knows, right? I'm telling you. Another great quote, Joey Spins. Take it personal at this age. Trust me, people know exactly what they're doing. And I love that quote. You're taking it personal, especially when you're an older person at our age. What you're doing to someone or something, or saying or talking or posting, those people know exactly what the hell they're doing. It's not like, I was a young kid, didn't know what he was doing. No, at our age, we do take that stuff personal. And now some people say, let the little stuff slide. Yeah, you can. But if it keeps happening over and over and over again, that's when shit needs to stop. And it makes a lot of sense on that. Okay, let's see. We just figured out over here, trying to get some more headlines here on Ocean Spit, Monday through Friday at noon. I'm trying to find some old stories, some new stories that you guys keep sending me. I really do appreciate all that good stuff. All these birthdays we got too. So many. I couldn't even get them all today. I have to do half of them today and half of them tomorrow from the birthdays that happened this past weekend. Breaking news. Americans are leaving for the first time since the Great Depression. More people are leaving the United States than moving in. A growing number of people from the United States are making a bold move, leaving the country to start on a new life aboard. It's not just about travel anymore. It's about finding lower living costs, better work-life balances, smarter financial opportunities in a world that's becoming more global than ever. Countries like Portugal, Spain, Mexico, and even Albania have seen record demands from American expats, like leave the United States right now. If I was single, maybe, but I couldn't. Because I have all my family in Italy. Hey, why don't you move back to Italy? It's not that easy. Even though we have family in Italy and stuff like that, I wouldn't go anywhere else. It's the greatest country in the world. Okay, we all going to go through ups and downs in different countries, and it happens. But this is where I want to stay. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? If you drink a lot of alcohol without limits, drink more ginger tea. And helps the liver. Guys, women out there, if you partake a little too much, something you might want to do too. Drink some ginger. I know a lot of people that drink ginger tea in general, but drinking ginger tea, I didn't know this, reduces inflammation and helps cleanse the liver. Boy, do I need to start drinking a hell of a lot of green tea. So I'm going to keep that because I don't want to end that up. I want to make sure I don't lose that. Right, Rose? How are you doing? Great seeing you and Sal on Friday as well, hon. New USC study suggests that Latins age the best among ethnic groups. You ever notice that? You see, like Hispanic, Latinos, they still look great as they get older. So maybe that's got something. I just think maybe just Europeans. I drink ginger tea every day. Well, then, Rose, I'm going to have to start drinking. Now, do you put liquor in that, or you just drink that? You just drink the tea. Oh, you mean you just drink the tea by itself? Oh, okay. Just a joke. But I noticed that Europeans, for some odd reason, they always seem to age well as they get older. Just drink the Tito's with the green tea, and you'll be fine. That's what I think. That's a good idea. Green tea with Tito's. Carlo, how you doing, buddy? I'm third generation American, and America is my home. You got it too, Jerry. Absolutely. Jerry, I'm going to reach out to your friend, the lady on your radio show that she has. We're talking about some grassroots, baby. I'm going to reach out to her. Eat less processed food. Mary, that's another good thing. Very important, though. But I think we were just talking about that. I think everybody needs to try to do that for your health, especially as you get older. You know what I found? No booze in your tea? Okay. Well, I'll try it, Rose. I'll try it to see what it tastes like, and I'll let you know. Anyway, okay. Here's something that disgusts me to death. Bed bugs. Bed bugs. Okay? You think you go to a beautiful hotel and you have no clue, right? It looks, clean, and the sheets and the pillows. I forgot the TV show they call Monsters and Me, I think it's called, where they show the green light and they show all the shit, all the bugs and all the crap. Tiffany Scott, that's it, Jerry. Thank you for that. Listen to this, guys. I'm not surprised. I thought it might have been a different city, but listen to this. Now, this is going to freak you all out because this is not just hotels. This could be people's everyday homes. That's why you got to wash the sheets at least twice a week, at least, and your couches and your pillows and all that stuff. Now, listen to this. Worst cities for bed bugs. Are you ready for this? Worst city for bed bugs. Number 10, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, comes in at number 10. Number 9, Champaign, Illinois, comes in at number 9. Number 8, Columbus, Ohio, coming in at number 8. Number 7, Grand Rapids, Michigan, coming in at number 7. Number 6, Washington, D.C., and this is the bugs after Nixon and Watergate. These are regular bugs. Anyway, Washington, D.C., number 6. Indianapolis comes in at number 5. Worst cities for bed bugs, folks. Number 4, Los Angeles. Number 3, Detroit. Number 2, Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Raspberries. Worst cities for bugs. Do you know what's number 1? Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, Illinois comes in at number 1 for the worst city for bed bugs. Chicago, Illinois. I thought it might have been LA, but it's in there. I don't know. Albert, how you doing, my friend from Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Theater? Hey, it's Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, and it's time for the JRC Ace Hardware Minute. That's right, for the weather for today. Today is Monday, March 23rd. It is 44% humidity out there. It's 37 degrees with a wind chill of 11 miles an hour. It is sunny, but it is a little brisk out there, so make sure you wear a jacket. It's supposed to be warming up during the week. Let's hope tomorrow, try to get some fishing in. But anyway, that is the weather, brought to you by JRC Ace Hardware Stores. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. You're watching Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. How about my good buddy, cousin Tommy at Jack Vena Landscaping? They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring, fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, weed control. They offer plant design service and installation, servicing the North Shore for over 50 years. 50 years. Call Jack Vena Landscaping at 847-432-5266. And don't forget, Danny Mazzi from Armando Supermarkets. That's right, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. Meats, groceries, raw prepared food, and rotisserie chicken and more at Armando's, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. We had the state senator from the 35th District, if you're just joining us, Dave Severson, the senator of Rockford, who the man behind International Cheap Trick Day, which is going to be April 1st. April Fool's Day. It's true. It's the 19th season anniversary of International Cheap Trick Day. And of course, the Dream Police, my group, will be there at the Hard Rock Casino in Rockford. So keep our fingers crossed that Rick Nielsen will be joining us. Maybe Miles, maybe Bunny, who knows? We know the senator is going to be there, so that's going to be really cool, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm still excited about that. Now, I don't know, and I don't know how to take, and I get a lot of my stories from social media. I get a lot of my stories from people, things that you guys send in. Now, I don't know if this is really true, and I think this could be kind of, I don't know where they come up with this kind of stuff, folks. This is called lookintohistory.com. Lookintohistory.com. Rap. The people who listen to rap. Rap fans have the lowest intelligence scores according to study. Now, I don't know if this is crazy or not. I don't listen to rap myself, but it's still, I don't care for the music, but it's the message that the rappers do. The ones they're very good at it. And most of them, if you think about it, when rock and roll came out, it was like, oh, what's going on? We're listening to, Guy Lombardo, and all of a sudden you get Elvis and Bill Haley and all these rock and roll and the Beatles, and people kind of freaked out. And then the disco came and changed everything. Then punk rock came in the 70s, right? And then the hair metal bands came in the 80s, and then the music, then grunge came and destroyed. That's when I lost complete interest, but rap and grunge. But this is this, like I said, you have to look under lookintohistory.com. A study sparkled debate online by suggesting that musical taste might loosely relate to intelligence, but it's far from the clear rule. Researchers found that people who prefer more reclusive or complex lyrics tend to score highly in certain measures, while simpler, repetitive styles shows different patterns. But here's the key part. Even the researchers say there are major caveats. Music taste is personal, and it's far too early to judge, just like it says. So even know why the story even came up. But if you're looking for simple lyrics and simple rhymes, of course, rap does that. But so does a lot of pop songs. You know what I mean? So a lot of pop country songs. And if you're looking at artists with the special lyrics, if you listen to Snoop Dogg or some of these rappers, when you listen to the lyrics and the pain that they were going through when they were writing these songs, if you listen to Bob Dylan, if you listen to Van Morrison, if you listen to Bruce Springsteen, whether you like them or not, the lyrics are some of these great artists write. So it's just out there what it says. Ronnie B, what's up, buddy? I hope you're doing well. Finally, talking about the Epstein case, again, even though it's getting old and still nobody from the United States have been arrested. 2 people already from the UK have been arrested. Here comes number 3. Peter Mandelson, a prominent British political figure, has been arrested following new revelations linked to the Epstein scandal. The arrest marks the dark chapter in ongoing investigation. So this is the 3rd man in the UK that was arrested that had anything to do with the Epstein files in the United Kingdom. Not in this country. Not in this country. Who got arrested? The guy that owns the island, who's dead, supposedly, and his secretary. That's it. What does that tell you? Prayers. And it'll be interesting. I hope this is true. Prayers that the wonderful folks of Cuba are finally liberated after so many years of socialist communism. Proof positive socialist and communist politicals don't work ever. It doesn't work. Could it be welcome the 51st state, Cuba? Could it happen? Could be a new paradise, new vacation spot, new Chicago music cruise, maybe go to Cuba. These people could be free and live life. And that's the way you should live life. Makes a lot of sense, but it's true. 10 states with the highest property taxes. No shit. 10 states with the highest property taxes. Coming in at number 10, Minnesota, 1.5%. Nebraska, 1.13%. Number 9. Number 8, Wisconsin, 1.51%. Ohio, 1.56%. Texas, 1.60%. Iowa, 1.61%. Vermont at number 4, 1.73%. New Hampshire comes in at number 3 at 1.78%. Number 2, New Jersey comes in at 208%. And guess what comes in at number 1? Not only does Chicago have the worst bed bugs, the worst city for bed bugs, we have the highest property taxes. Illinois, 2.23%. And we still vote for that guy. We still vote for him. Oh, this BS already is a privilege, waste time and money. Absolutely. President Trump is saving the world. Hanging and banging, I hope so, brother. Couple things. Here's the thing that just worries me about President Trump. I'm a big fan. You know that. I'm a big supporter. The war right now, he's got to get us out of that. He got to get us out quickly. End it. Finish it. Number 2, illegal immigration. People that are coming in. There's some people here that have been here for years, hard workers, try to do that. They need to come up with another path, maybe another program, another way with a sponsor or a department where they can go, a guide of some sort that can help them get to become citizenship. These are some of the people I'm not talking about, and I'm not talking about criminals and stuff. They need to go. But you know what I'm talking about. They need to come up with a little bit more ways to help the individuals become citizens of the United States. Help them along the way to make it easier path for them. And if he's going to give that $1,500 to $2,000 to every United States, do it. Do it before the midterms. Do it. 3 things he has to do. And I'm praying. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Anyway, guys. All right. So let's see. We can save that. No, that's another one we're going to save for tomorrow. And we're going to save that one. A lot of stories. It's always good to have a woman. And like, Carol's my co-host, so bouncing off some of these things to her so you get the woman's perspective, it to me is important too, instead of just saying it now here by myself. That's one way of thinking it here. Let's see here. Elon Musk in the news again. Last week he was in the news to say that everybody's going to be able in 7 years from now, 7 to 10 years from now, everyone can get a robot for $1,000 a month. Now he's in the news again. Elon, according to David J. Harris Jr.com, breaking news, Elon Musk just offered to pay the salaries of thousands of TSA personnel during Democratic DHS government shutdown. I would like to offer to pay the salaries of TSA personnel during this funding. This guy's trying to do the best he can here. Let's finish the job and destroy the radical regime. They need to end it, Dennis. They need to end it. End it quick. Don't wait. End it. That's what they need to do. Very much so. Thank you, Dennis. And don't forget, Dennis, we're going to be a couple more shows coming up. April 1st, we talked about the Hard Rock. April 4th will be at Johnny's Kitchen and Tap in Glenview on the 4th. On the 16th, Lake Geneva, Wisconsin for an intimate Tony Ocean Thursday at the Getaway French Country Inn. That's April 16th with Double T Tony Toto. That's going to be from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Thursday, April 16th. On the 11th, we'll be at the Hobart Theater in Indiana with Ocean's Rat Pack from 2:30 to 4:30. And then at 7 o'clock, me and Double T will be at Primo at Americana Italiano in Gurnee, Illinois. On the 12th, we'll be in Fishers, Indiana. On the 25th of April, we'll be at Docks in Wakanda. On May 9th, we'll be at the Cove in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin with Ocean's Rat Pack celebrating Mother's Day. On the 14th, we'll be at Zia Social downtown Chicago. It'll be fun. And May 20th, we'll be at the Carnival, Fulton Market, the Alley with Ocean's Rat Pack Wednesday, the 20th of May. And couple more days till spring training, right? Everything's going on right now. Always buy a bigger bottle than you think. You will need it. Wait. Always buy Always buy a bigger bottle than you think. You will need it. It's better to be safe than sober. Christine, I love that stuff she said that she posts on her page. And this is something we're all going through. Not everybody, but most of us, right? Finally, my winter fat is gone. Now I have spring rolls. My winter fat is gone because you know what? I wear the black all the time. But now it's spring. Now you got to start changing the outfits a little bit. Lighter colors, not as much black. I mean, I'm still going to do 90% black, but that 10%. The winter fat is gone. Now I have spring rolls. You got to love that. Absolutely. Okay. This is crazy. Stuff that happens in different countries. I always talk about. I love the stories that happen in different countries because they seem like they try different things. Whether it's crazy or not, it would never work here in the States. But over there, Budapest. There's a McDonald's in Budapest that turns into a nightclub on the weekends. You can't make this up, folks. Located inside the historic Nyugati railway station in Budapest, this might be the most beautiful McDonald's in the world during the day. But when the weekend arrives, the lights drop, DJs take over, the fast food spot transforms into a full dance floor. Seems like one of the weirdest crosses between two worlds, by intriguing nonetheless. So McDonald's during the week, nightclub on the weekend. Why not? Let's try the one at the Rock and Roll McDonald's in the city. See if that works. How about it? Okay, we were just talking about alcohol, cleansing the liver. Study shows, you guys are talking about green tea. Listen to this. Study shows a banana milkshake with honey is one of the best cures for hangovers. I haven't had a hangover in a long time. So after a long night out, your body isn't just tired, it's depleted. Alcohol pulls water and electric lights out of you so you can crash your blood sugar by morning. A banana helps the potassium. Honey provides quick, natural energy. Milk adds fluid, protein, and a small electrolyte boost. Together, it's not a cure, but it does support two of the biggest hangover factors: dehydration and low blood sugar. It won't erase a headache or replace sleep, but it can help you with your hangover. Banana milkshake, Jeff Hunt, you might want to try that, buddy. You, Jerry Maselli, with your limoncello, you might want to, Craig, you might want to try this. Dennis, try the banana milkshake with honey. Help you with your hangover. Bands also. Oh, hi, Kathy. I hope you're doing well. Seed to Table in Naples is a grocery store and has a bar and a dance floor. Oh, cool. See? Jeff, I'm going to make a banana one too when I get off the show here. You got some of this stuff. You got to really mind. Makes you wonder if this stuff is actually real. Some of the stuff that comes in. DOJ, whether you like it or not, folks, do you trust the current voter rolls? You know what? This can be debated with the voting, elections. How do we know who really wins? Is it rigged? Is it this? Is it that? That's a question that's been asked for years. But DOJ has helped identify over 300,000 deceased voters on state rolls. This is according to AG Harmet Dillian. 300,000 deceased voters still vote. This, I believe. Because you know you get the cards in the mail to vote. My dad's been getting them. He's been dead for 25 years. Recall. Nearly 90,000 bottles of children's ibuprofen recalled nationwide. So, if you got kids, grandkids out there, something you might want to look into. 90,000 bottles of children's ibuprofen recalled nationwide. Crazy. Well, you know what? I don't know cheating. You know, I agree sometimes, but now these days, who the hell knows? Debbie, how are you doing? Great seeing you Friday and Saturday. Thank you. Idaho has authorized death by firing squad for convicted pedophiles. Clapping for Idaho. Why only Idaho? Pedophile is the worst things, folks. We talk about it all the time. Everything happens on these on this crazy world. Hollywood, teachers, people. It's nuts. It needs to stop. So you know how you stop something? Make it something that you're going to get in a lot of trouble. And this is it, man. Firing squad. Done. Finished. It was great also seeing Richie on Friday with the boys at Chicago Prime. Thank you, Richie, for listening from Seventh Heaven. Breaking news, CBS News Radio is being shuttered, and all CBS News Radio anchors are being let go. Do you hear about what's going on now with CBS? I don't know what's happening over there, folks, but I'm sure with new people buying the TV station, those jobs are dropping like flies. So we'll see. Look at this. This is WGN TV, folks. The U.S. national debt crossed a new milestone Wednesday. This was last week, surpassing $39 trillion. A record reached 5 months after the debt sailed past 38 trillion mark. National debt, according to WGN Channel 9. $39 trillion, ladies and gentlemen. The national debt in the United States of America. Our prayers, anybody in Hawaii, folks. Dangerous flooding impacted Hawaii's Oahu Island, promoting evacuations and a warning from local officials of possible dam collapse. Over 4,000 told to evacuate. Flooding in Hawaii as officials warn 120-year-old dam could fail. Same thing we were talking about San Francisco sinking and California breaking off. Who knows, man? You got to be careful these days. In certain different parts of the world. I don't know, guys. Anyway, we're going to save some more stuff for us tomorrow. It's birthdays for Monday, March 23rd. Ryan Lewis, wherever you are, buddy, go Knicks. Ryan, it's your birthday. Hope to see you this Wednesday at Rosario's. This Wednesday. Hope to see you. Happy birthday, Ryan. Jeremy Wade. Love that guy. He's great. Rita Moreno, great actress, dancer, 94 years old. Keith Reef from the Yardbirds, celebrating a birthday. Carl Malden, Streets of San Francisco. Love that show. Shaka Khan, 72 years old. Former Chicago Bear DJ Moore turns 39 years old. J.J. Watt, great NFL player. Juliana Onesti, the daughter of Ron Onesti. Ronnie's daughter turns 21 years old. Happy birthday, Juliana. Eddie Money, one of the great rock and rollers, man. His real name is Eddie Mahoney. Irish cop, of course. His father was a cop. Of course, Eddie's not with us anymore. 2 Tickets to Paradise, Baby Hold On, and so many great songs. The great Eddie Money. Nia Jax, for all you wrestling fans out there. Woo! Ross Martin from Wild Wild West. Lucy Liu, 55 years old. Roger Hodgins from Supertramp. Penelope Cruz, 51 years old. Nicole Kidman celebrating a birthday. Diane Gonzalez, happy birthday this past weekend. And Shelby Saratella, the daughter of Bill and Julie Saratella, celebrating a birthday. Guys, I love it. I want to thank you all for watching the show today. I want to thank Senator Dave Severson, of course. He is the Senator, 35th District of Rockford, Illinois. And, of course, he's the man behind International Cheap Trick Day. April 1st, it's going to happen at the Hard Rock Casino. Our band, the Dream Police, will be there. Hope you guys can come join out and support Cheap Trick, baby. All right, Wednesday, Rosario's in Roselle with Double T, Tony Toto. Thursday, Positano's, Oakbrook, Jerry Jams, and the return of Lisa P. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Saturday, Taverna on Division in Melrose Park. Friday, Jerry Jams is with me at Chicago Prime. It's going to be a busy week. Hope you guys can come out and support and have some fun, baby. And guys, get rid of the sugar. Reach out to my wife, Laura, and Gold. Braven Lee products work. Work, baby. It works. We want to thank, of course, our sponsors, the great people from JRC Ace Hardware. What's more special that they got? Wild Bird Food, 2 20-pound bags for $20 while supplies last. And Clark Kensington Royal Paint. Give your house a fresh coat of paint during spring cleaning and save. Buy 1 gallon, get 1 gallon 50% off. That's your friends from JRC Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. And don't forget to tell them, hey, I want to grill my ace off. Get a new grill for spring and summer grilling outside in your home, baby. Get it with JRC Ace Hardware stores with a new location coming to Elmwood Park, Illinois in October, folks. JRC Ace Hardware, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Guys, buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. Be kind to one another, everybody. If you're offended with anything I say on this show, don't watch. But just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right. Remember that. Tomorrow, Twisted Tuesday. Carol Brandolino in the house. And guys, you have an incredible day. Enjoy. Go out and have some fun. Ringo Starr says peace and love. We need it more now in this world. Be kind to your neighbor. Have some fun. Enjoy life. Try to. Peace and love. Nick Sahajas, take us out. Bye-bye, everybody.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
God bless America. And thank you all for watching today. Peace. Bye-bye.